first down. Terrell takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Terrell, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. Love from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play fake. Here's Love.
He'll fire deep for Rager.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CB, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less to do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now a give, right side. Terrell down to the 25. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll try the left side. Terrell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Love. And this is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He'll fire deep for Rager.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A gain of 3, second down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll run on first down. Terrell, a strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Terrell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a give right side. Terrell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Love.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try the left side. Terrell, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Here's Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he gets it down to the 32. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd and 2. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Love's throw complete to Rager.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down. On first down, Lowry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Love looking to throw it.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Love now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Lions 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Lions first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Terrell, and he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Terrell, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing after the interception. Love.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
Throwing. Love.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Operating from the gun, Love. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll run on 1st down. Terrell. And he's got room. 20, 10, and finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Love steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Love. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, Putting it on the receivers. Make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for Detroit.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
On 1st down, Terrell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Love from the gun. Looking deep for Adams. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 42. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu, and the Lions are going to get back here just shy of the 20.